Really, what we thought was going to be the most stressful part of the whole ordeal was the easiest and quickest, and we couldn't have asked for a better experience in our opinion. So we really appreciated the hard work and the effort that Brian and his team put in, from the photographer to the staging to everybody in his support team. We couldn't thank him enough. He did a fantastic job. And if you're out there watching this looking for a realtor, I'm sure he'll do a fantastic job for you as well. Hi, I'm Sean Toohey. This is my wife, Stacey. We're here to talk to you a bit about our experience with Brian Ellis and our experience with selling our home with him as our realtor. Choosing Brian as our realtor was the smartest thing we could have ever done. We've never sold a home before in our lifetime, and so finding the right home for us was important. We don't want to go through this again anytime soon. So Brian was very patient with us. We have been looking for the perfect home for over a year now, and Brian's always been there for us, always ready to answer questions, always ready to, send us some ideas, just so we had some options to figure out where we would like to go. We know we wanted a specific area. We know we wanted certain things like amount of bedrooms and whatever. But he stuck with us, and he was very helpful throughout the whole process of finding a home in the first place. So we finally found our dream home. Brian helped us through the whole process of putting in offers, what would be an appropriate offer, helped us through the whole counter offer, and basically was a big help to us through the entire way of purchasing the home. We found our dream home, and now came the more stressful part in selling our home, or at least we thought it was going to be stressful. Brian came over and sat with us and talked about the market, what he perceived was the best approach for us, and that was kind of in line with what we had thought of as well. And so he kind of put out a whole plan of how we were going to sell our homes, whether it, going from staging, from decluttering, what we would list at, and what sort of strategy that we would have to get our home on the market, and kind of laid out what to expect from the whole arrangement. So it was about 2 weeks from our initial meeting with Brian. We set to work, we decluttered the house, we cleaned from top to bottom, we did a little bit of painting, and finally it was time to have the stagers come in. The stagers that Brian works with are excellent. Again, they stepped through the whole process with us. They kind of outlined some things that they wanted for us to do. And so really the whole procedure was streamlined. It was pretty straightforward. There was no guesswork on what we had to do. We knew what jobs we had to do, and we set out to doing them. And so the time came where we had the house ready, the stagers came in, and I hardly recognized a good portion of our house. The stagers did such a good job. The house looked amazing. We had Brian and his photographer come in. They did a fantastic job with the pictures. Once the listing went live, we sent it far and wide to all our friends and on Facebook, and everybody was just amazed with how the house looked. So we were quite pleased with the process so far, but that didn't prepare us for how quickly the turnaround was on selling the house. The house was on the market for the better part of a day, and we had multiple offers. After that day, we had 7 showings the first day. Really, we couldn't have asked for a better selling, and we ended up taking one of those offers that came in. So we were on the market for a day, and we got an offer that we were completely happy with in line with what we wanted to get for the house. And so that made me happy, that made my wife happy, because we could put the Christmas tree up and not have to worry about having the house staged for an extended period of time. So once the offer was in, again, Brian was there. We had a late night conversation. He led us through the whole counter offer procedure, this time from a seller's perspective. and basically counseled us on what to do in that case. And then after we had an offer, he kind of led us through the whole lawyers and land transfer fees, what to expect basically for the months or the weeks leading up to closing. So really what we thought was going to be the most stressful part of the whole ordeal was the easiest and quickest, and we couldn't have asked for a better experience in our opinion. So we really appreciated the hard work and the effort that Brian and his team put in, from the photographer to the staging to everybody in his support team. We couldn't thank him enough. He did a fantastic job. And if you're out there watching this looking for a realtor, I'm sure he'll do a fantastic job for you as well. So Brian, thank you so much. We appreciate all the work that you did, and we're so thankful that everything could have been smooth as it was. And we're really looking forward to moving into our home in the new year. Thank you.